Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Freldren, and as you can see, I am back in Star Trek Online. I am on my Gamma Recruit, who may look a little different. Today I'm going to be going over the final mission for the Gamma Recruit story arc that is called Home. Now, I did this mission already, mainly because I wanted to get a couple of the items that you earn at the end. There are quite a few things. There's one more item I haven't gotten yet. I figured I'd say that for this episode to get that. That being said, I will be showing these items off in the next episode because this will be a long episode because the story itself is pretty long and I don't want to go too long, and I want to actually kind of explain the items that you get as a reward a little bit better. I figure I'll do that in the next episode and kind of go over my thoughts on the Gamma Recruit as the thing itself. My character looks like this because I did go ahead and I got some stuff from the reputation system, wrong button. This is the Gamma, Gamma Concerted Assortment, and yeah, it's a set for it. Not a bad set. It's actually a pretty good set. Comes with a weapon. But yeah, I liked it. So I didn't have to put the armor visuals on, but I did anyways because they're pretty good. So I did grab some other stuff, from other reputations for space stuff too. I'll go over that in the next mission or next episode also. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. If you've been watching the videos, the last one left on a to be continued, and this one has a previously on little clip before the mission actually starts. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Previously on Star Trek Online, the Dominion as you know it is on the verge of collapse. Without your help, the Herc will win the war of attrition. What's happening?
Yes, Garrick, I found your mysterious widget. What is it exactly? It's not Kremen tech.
I found a similar device on Bejor.
These devices call the Herc, and we put them there. The other founders are hiding things from me.
Odo, look out!
Hold your fire. I think it's trying to communicate.
We can't hold off the Herc forever.
Alliance forces are spread too thin to help, Quark.
We need the Klingons, brother. Otherwise, we're doomed.
The Sword of Kahless, as promised.
Once again, the House of Quark delivers. Martok will be pleased.
You found a secret I've kept for millennia.
The origin of the Herc infestation.
And you're rolling it. The Dominion must endure.
I'm afraid I can't allow that. As we speak, every Herc in the quadrant is homing in on the signal.
And now the conclusion. I arrived here ahead of you, and I've already engaged the Herc near the planet. You've made your point, Garrick. Deactivate the Herc lure device you placed on the home world before this gets out of hand.
Agreed. Bring an end to this now.
I'm afraid that's the problem, Ambassador. I deactivated it several minutes ago.
Excuse me?
Then why are the Hercs still attacking? Don't play games with me here, Garrick. I'm warning you.
Counselor?
Perhaps they're still attacking due to a deep hatred of your people. After all, the Founders are directly responsible for their state of mind, body, and soul. I can't say I blame them for...
All right, gentlemen.
Enough, both of you. We don't have time for this. There's bigger problems to deal with here, starting with that swarm of Herc vessels nearby.
The captain makes a good point.
Agreed. My fleet is already engaged near the planet, but Herc reinforcements keep arriving. Try to punch through the swarms so we can join up.
Very well, Helm. Take us in. All right, so yeah.
May be needing your solution to this problem soon, Doctor.
Yes, since yours failed in a spectacular fashion.
Has it? Some might argue it succeeded beyond expectation.
All right, so yeah, the Herc are still here, even though the device is off. And we're in for a big battle. We gotta go help out. Gotta reach Odo's ship. All right. Go ahead and bring out some help. I got my Klingon vessels I can bring in. Always a good one to bring in.
My ship won't last much longer. We need to deal with the swarm attacking it immediately.
stands ready to assist you as well.
All right, got some help from some allies, which is good.
Target's shields have failed.
Zoom out a little bit more. You actually see more of the battle here. I need to work on doing that. Community is so zoomed in. And these also helps with the sound not being too loud. All right, got one more ship here.
Target's shields have failed.
All right. Oh, we got more. Oh yeah, that's right. We got more. And these are mostly just swarmers and reavers, I think. No, the big ships yet.
Target's shields have failed. Rear shields failing.
All right, I'm taking some damage here. Not too much. The only thing that these guys, these ships are annoying about is they get behind you. I only have 2 weapons on my aft, which kind of sucks, but it's fine. All right. We got, I'm trying to remember how many more of these are. I think it's just, I think it might be the last one, the last group. But yeah, thankfully though, they don't have a lot of health, so they're easy to take out. All right. What am I firing at? All right. Insert Odo's hail.
Well done. The ship's taken heavy damage, but she'll survive.
Oh, we've bought ourselves some time. Let's hope it's enough. Julian, is your plan ready? It may be our...
It's as
Oh,
ready
oops.
as possible.
Sorry.
Captain. The challenge of frontier medicine, I'm afraid, is that there is never enough time. I've created a program that will enable the Herc to synthesize the compound they need to come to their senses. I've also put together a core sample of the compound for them to utilize in mass production. That is the easy part.
Yeah, because I skipped hers. I moved my mouse over just to put on a continue and actually clicked it. All right.
And the hard part? What do you need to make this happen?
From what we've learned about the Herc, the best way to make this happen will be to enter the data into one of their core computer systems. It'll need to be a command-level system with fleet-wide override authority. Systems of that caliber are only found on Herc dreadnoughts.
The best defended ships in their fleet.
There's a Herc dreadnought heading toward the planet as we speak. It's slow, so we should be able to intercept it. I recommend we engage that ship and disable it, if possible. We'll need to get a team on board to carry out Julian's plan.
Agreed. Let's make it happen. All right.
Warning, ship is under attack.
So we got to take out some more ships. There's assembly right there, or assembler, whatever you call it. And I think there's a Herc swarm ship or hive. The hive one's the one that we're going to be boarding. We take out the assembly first so they don't bring in more reinforcements. There we go. Now take out the hive. I guess disable it.
Rear shields failing. We did it.
All right.
Dreadnought's disabled. That ship is still crawling with Herc, though. Make sure your away teams are ready for a fight.
Understood.
I'll send some of my best. Dukan Rex will lead a Jem'Hadar away team, while Loris will assist Dr. Bashir.
Very well.
Right. Let's get the away teams on that Dreadnought before it calls for backup.
Agreed.
Loris and I have all we need. We're ready to beam over when you are.
All right, let's beam over.
We'll need to find their central computer core. Once we're there, I'll begin the override process that will allow us to transmit our data on the cure. When that's done, we can instruct each ship in their fleet to replicate the cure and distribute it to every Herc on board. Of course, we need to reach the command center in one piece to do so.
We'll clear the way. All right.
Enemy life signs ahead. Get ready to fight. Proceed with caution. I'm reading numerous hazards in the area. This section of the ship has taken heavy damage.
Understood. All right. Now, the set, the weapon I'm using from the set is not the greatest. It's a pulse weave weapon. I mean, it does a lot of damage, but it's not great against shields. It really does more damage once the shields are down. I guess like most weapons, but still. Not very fast firing either. Alright, okay. There we go. Alright. Next group. Let's go ahead and set them on fire. Kind of whittle them down. There we go. Let's go for the big one. All right. Now, one of the things I do like about this armor set is it is pretty tanky. And it allows for more damage to be done too with its passive abilities. Oop. As I get thrown into the plasma. Again, I like going after the big one first. Let my guys take out the little ones. Oop. Bring out Moopsy. All right, almost got one of the big ones down. There's another big one over here somewhere. Where are you? There you are. All right, almost gone. There we go. Got the stragglers. There we are. It's everything. Now there is a spot over here that has some Herc in it, but you can't actually get there. Can't really see him right now. You can see him on the map there. The door right here is blocked off, and the door we're at right now is blocked off. So I don't know why they're in there. It's kind of weird. But yep. All right, let's go on. Get to the next area. All right, this next area, got a few more. Again, I'm going after the big one first. Let everybody else go after the small ones. So I believe these guys can actually summon in more of the small ones. Like some of my guys are down. Oh, am I getting lag? Oh, internet issues. Hold on. Hopefully this fixes this. Oh, there we go. Sometimes I'm wondering if it's like the game itself too, because I don't always get this much of an issue with other games. They're online. All right. We'll rest the stragglers. It looks like it. All right, let's get my team back up. Actually, don't have the thing on my thing here. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put it there. Now, there's an area over here. You don't have to come over here. It's just an optional thing. There's a few Herc over here. Let's take them out quickly. And then there's this here. You don't have to. There's no. It doesn't say optional. But if you come over here, you get a little dialogue.
I have unpleasant news, I'm afraid. Herc security systems have sent an automated distress signal throughout the fleet. I recommend haste. We're going to have a great number of hostile guests, and far sooner than we'd like.
All right, we better hurry then. And that didn't really need that for that. I mean, she could have just, did like they normally do, where they just interrupt you and start talking. All right, into the main battle arena for this area. Got quite a few Herc in here. I actually start putting down stuff like my turrets, bring out my drones, put down some mines if I can. One of the things that kind of sucks about fighting the Herc is they do interrupt you a lot when you're trying to do stuff. When you're trying to place stuff down and all that. Especially when they do the big AoE thing, that thing right there. Whenever they do that, it kind of disrupts your ground abilities for some reason. I'm gonna bring in the tough little ship, or whatever it's called, the one little ship. Help me out a bit. We see some more of my people are down. One last big one. A few small ones around. All right. Have the green item. Oh. All right. Let's go ahead. Oh, blue. Sweet. All right. What you got, Bashir?
Excellent work. It's time for Loris and I to finish this. Keep your weapons handy, however. We're breaking into a secure computer system here. The Herc are bound to take offense. Keep them busy while we do our work, or this will be a wasted trip.
All right. You'll have your time you need, Doctor. All right. Put down a turret. Bring another drone. Just gotta defend him for a bit here. Be waves of Herc coming in. Pretty easy. No more of the big ones. Just these guys and the small ones.
This one goes here, that one goes there.
Look how she's yelling at him.
Saving time by inverting the feed now instead of later.
All right, now he's moving on to the next one. I'm going to head over here and put down my turret. Put down some mines, just in case.
Doctor, I thought you were supposed to be Starfleet's best and brightest.
I wouldn't even be in Starfleet anymore if it weren't for this Herc nonsense.
I think how she's yelling at him. Like it's his problem or his fault. And she's the nice one. few more left. He's got to go to the next one.
We're running out of time, Doctor.
Bring my turret over.
Perhaps you know of faster way to translate Herc language and reverse engineer their technology.
And after this, he's going to move over to the final spot. So a little bit more to do here. All right. I should go ahead and put my turret up here this time. I think it's blocked by this thing when they're firing at ones up here.
Enemy targets on sensors.
All right, let's put down some mines. All right, where are they? Oh, they're all over here.
Enemy targets on sensors.
That's fine. All right, almost done. Gotta take out what's left. When I get any more, will spawn. All right, that is it. All right.
Almost ready here. The system needs the physical samples of the cure for final analysis and processing. Shall I proceed?
Make it happen, Doctor.
Are you insane, Weyoun? That was our last hope.
How is this possible? You were in prison.
I was liberated by those who still served the true founders. Not everyone is a traitor to the Dominion, after all.
There is only one traitor here, Weyoun. It's time you paid the price for your treachery.
Pathetic. You can't even kill someone properly. Allow me to instruct you. You, Jemadar, make yourself useful. Kill them. Giving you an order. Open fire! Kill them now!
I think not.
Well, that's the end of him.
He's gone.
And not a moment too soon.
Bashir to command. Everyone, we have a problem.
Maybe make a new one of him if they need to, because he's a clone anyways, isn't he? Oh, he might still be alive. He moved there for a minute. Oh, that's some bad. It's some detail there with the smoke coming out of his head. I didn't pay attention to that last time. Ugh. All right, let's go ahead and beam up.
That Herc fleet is about to attack our position. We need to give the doctor the time he needs to transmit data on the cure.
All right, acknowledge, red alert. All right, so we get the hive ship. Get some smaller ships. I think we have some assemblies. Yeah, we got some assemblies, so I gotta take those out. So they can't call it more small ships. I'm bringing some reinforcements.
Target's shields have failed. Rear shields failing.
All right. Couple more assemblies over here.
Target's shields have failed.
All right. One more assembly back there. Go take that one out. Actually, there's one below me too, but that's fine. Get that one next. All right. Right there.
Well, you're in quite a fix there, Odo.
Brilliant observation, Quark. What do you want?
Forgive my brother, Odo. We're here to help.
The Ferengi cavalry? I thought I'd seen everything.
Oh, the best is yet to come, Odo. Say hello to my dangerous friends.
Well, Quark, we're waiting.
Rom, where are they?
Lose something? Like your nerve, perhaps?
Long ago, Takuvma, the Unforgettable, lit the beacon of Kalis to restore glory to the Empire. Today, a new torchbearer, Worf, son of Moog, does the same. United, we now go to fight the enemy of our ancestors. Today, we will fight the Hurk. I now hold the weapon they fear most. The Sword of Kalis has been returned to us. Join me now in honorable combat. Show the Hurk what it truly means to be Klingon. For Kalis, for the Empire, Kapla!
All right.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Quite a bit more fighting left to do. It's more assemblies have shown up now. Again, I want to focus on those so they don't bring in smaller ships. I have to bring in some more Klingons and blind everybody. Did it? They didn't blind everybody. Okay, that's kind of weird. I called in more Klingons from the Beacon of Kalis, and it didn't do the blinding thing. It's a first. All right. There's definitely a good-sized space battle. Now, I'm not maxed out on damage, so definitely taking a bit longer than it would if I were on my main character.
Target's shields have failed.
All right. Is it the last one? Looks like it.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
There we are. Answer hail.
The arrival of the Klingons has given us more time in space, but the situation on the surface is dire. Hurk's forces are breaking the Jem'Hadar defense lines. We need to do what we can to help. I'm beaming directly to the Great Link to aid my people.
Agreed.
The time has come. The Hurk mean to ravage everything in their path. We will not allow it. We will stand against them, as Kalis once stood, defiant and proud. Fight well, and if need be, die well. Kapla!
All right, let's finish this. All right, you get close to the planet. Beam down.
Whom do we seek? Kalis. How do we find him? Together. Kalis, give us light to see forever. Will he hide from us always? Never.
All right. It's good seeing the Klingons.
Most of the Jem'Hadar lines have been broken. Even the Great Link is in danger. I'm going to coordinate our defenses at the link. Meet me there.
All right. Good luck, Ambassador.
We'll meet you there as soon as we can. And Odo, be careful.
All right, let's go.
The Jem'Hadar have come to our aid. Now, we will return the favor.
Yeah, let's hope we're not too late. Yeah, like I say, it's good to see the Klingons fighting alongside the Jem'Hadar, especially if you've seen Starfleet Academy. Kind of a reference there. All right. Won't spoil Starfleet Academy if you haven't watched it, but all right. There's some optional things to do here. The first one's kind of hard to do. This one's easy right here. This optional, it'll pop up here in a moment. I believe it pops up here in a moment. The optional, speak to Jem'Hadar soldiers.
Well, good. There are many hurt between us and the Great Link. We go there now to reclaim our lives. We are already dead.
All right, victory is life. All right. Next group, we got some more over here. Nope, get these guys first. Bring up the little ship here. Might as well bring out Moopsie, I guess.
I die as I live.
We won't last long out in the open like this.
Odo to Kira. We're fortifying our position near the Great Link.
All right, our option is to assist the Vorta over here. I'm not sure if you can fail this one, but I'm not gonna find out. I'm gonna come over here and actually help. Oof. Yeah, they're definitely being attacked. That is just a mess on the screen there. All right. Talk to Vorta. Just hit agree on that. All right, so I got the optional on that. They're helping out now. Now our optional is to assist the founders, which isn't too hard. Well, the first one is the hardest one. This one is dying, and you have to like help it or somehow. See if I can do that here. You get interrupted. Nah, I failed that one. It didn't say failed, but I wasn't able to do it because it kept getting interrupted. It's really hard to do that one. I did like once while I was playing this before, and yeah, it's really hard to do. The other ones you just have to go up to and talk to them. That one you had to help heal it or something. I don't know. It just yeah. But I just go up to this one. That's all I had to do for that one. So, and the rest of them are like that. Just kind of sucks I failed the first one, but that's fine. I don't think there's really anything special. Well, I don't think there's anything extra you get from it. At least not that I know of. All right. I remember where the next one is. I think it's over this way. Yep, there it is right there. Again, this one you just have to talk to. Stuck on something. I'm stuck in the train here. Ooh, that's not good. Hey, dodge roll. Nope. Crouch. Help. Help me. I'm stuck. Oh, almost out. Almost out. Almost out. Nope. All right. I've never had this happen before. That's kind of weird. Oh, there we go. All right. Yeah, just talk this one. There we go. All right. There's one last one up here. Help them out. Again, just talk to it. There we go. Meepsy. All right, I think that is it. I know I have an arrow going back that way. That's that first founder that died. I wasn't able to help. I don't know why they have it that way, but anyways, let's go ahead and put some stuff down here before I go down there. There we go. Gotta talk to Odo.
You made it. Good. We're going to need all the help we can get here. It looks like the Herc are focusing their attacks on the link. I've called for reinforcements, but most of our lines have been overrun. We're going to make a stand here and hope the Doctor's plan is successful. If not, if we fail, this may be the day the Dominion dies.
Right, we'll make our stand here now. All right, so we got wave after wave coming in here. Gotta defend the area and survive.
The call's been sent, but they may not arrive in time.
We'll do what we can with what we have then.
As always, until the end.
All right.
Sure, I like the way you said that, Odo.
Nerys, if we don't make it...
No, now is not the time for this discussion.
Look around. There may not be a better time.
Damage detected.
You're right. And I understand what you did.
You do? Then you know how sorry I am for everything.
Yes. And I forgive you.
I know. I feel the same.
All right, there's a lot of talking during this. I think that was the full thing. All right. I think we're getting close to the end here. Hey, sent quite a few of them after you. Thankfully, this weapon has a bit of an AoE to it. Put down another turret.
Nerys, are you hurt?
It's just a scratch. I'm fine. We're losing ground here, Odo. Keep fighting.
We can't hold this position much longer.
That's Jem'Hadar, for we're about to die, Doctor. Are you ready?
Not without the Ketracell components needed for the cure.
Ketracell. Yes. Victory.
Wait! Stop!
Is life.
Where'd they all go? All right.
It seems the battle is over, but how? What happened up there, Doctor?
I believe Dukan Rex realized that his own body contained the Ketracell material I needed to finalize the cure. He extracted what we needed at the cost of his life. Once the Herc were able to synthesize the cure, they came to their senses and called for an immediate ceasefire. Their forces are withdrawing as we speak. It's over. I won't say we won, but it's over.
It's over. Why are there still explosions going on? All right. Indeed. And at great cost. First, we receive orders from Alliance Command. We're to report to Deep Space Nine as soon as possible for debriefing. Are you ready to return to the Alpha Quadrant? Yes, let's go back to Deep Space Nine. All right. Let's go ahead and talk to Bashir.
There was nothing I could do for him on the Herc Dreadnought. The Ketracell extraction process was too devastating. Odo, you treated him like a son when we first found him on DS9, and I'm truly sorry.
What do you want, Birdie? I don't know if you can hear my cat meowing in the background there. She caught a mouse earlier today, and then she lost it. All right, continue.
He didn't even have a name when he left us. I'll make sure the name he found is never forgotten. I remember his first days on the station. All he wanted to do was fight. Didn't matter who. When he left, I thought I'd never see him again. Or if I did, it'd be as enemies. The man I met years later still knew how to fight, but his reasons for doing so had changed dramatically. I'm proud to have known him. I wish I could have done more in the end.
You made a difference in his life.
I suppose you're right. I believe Captain Kira, was looking for you. She was at the Temple of the Prophets last I checked. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to pay my respects. We'll talk more later.
Very well. I'm sorry for your loss. All right. Let's go to the temple. Right over here. All right. Talk to Kira first.
Hello again, my
clicked the wrong one. Oh, well.
It pleases me to see you. I have interesting news.
I hope it doesn't involve the Herc.
Thankfully, no. Rather, it involves the Orb of Peace that you returned with Kaiopaka. It has spoken to me. I've been exploring the meaning of that experience with the Kai and Captain Kira. They are, after all, experts on such matters. While we all find it curious that an orb of the prophets would speak to a Vorta, we also agree it would be foolish to ignore it.
What of your service to the Dominion?
With the blessings of Founder Odo, I have been transferred to this quadrant to continue my studies of the orb and the prophets. I shall also serve as Founder Odo's representative here. Diplomacy is my specialty, after all. I'm sure we'll be seeing one another again. May the blessings of the Founders and the prophets be yours.
Glad to hear it. See you around then. All right, Kira.
And here we are, once again. It's been quite a journey, hasn't it?
Indeed. What's next for you, Captain?
Funny you should mention that. After we got back, Starfleet Command offered me a number of postings, even the center chair on one of those shiny new cruisers. Tempting. But I chose to join the command staff here on DS9. Bajor and the Celestial Temple mean a lot to me, and this station is a good place to keep them both safe.
True, it's also close to your mutual friend in the Gamma Quadrant.
Subtle, but you're not wrong. Odo and I have a lot to work out before we're back to where we were, but we've taken a few good steps in that direction. I think it'll work out. Eventually. He's a hard man to read sometimes.
Also true. Until next time, Captain. All right. And then Kai Opak, or Opaka.
It was good to see you once more. I was hoping we'd have a moment to speak on an important matter before your duties take you back to the stars.
What's on your mind, Eminence?
My thoughts often return to the Orb of Peace. It was no coincidence that it was found in the Gamma Quadrant, in the midst of two warring tribes. I believe it to be a message from the prophets, one of guidance in troubled times.
I trust your experience on such matters.
Now that the conflict with the Herc has ended, I feel it's time to explore this omen more thoroughly. The recent vision experienced by Loris is truly remarkable. That the prophets would speak to a Vorta. Again, this is no coincidence. Simply put, I believe the orb is meant to broker a lasting peace between the people of our quadrants and the Dominion.
I hope you're right, Eminence.
Thank you for coming to visit. After all we've been through, it means a lot to have friends, even if it reminds me of the ones we miss. Speaking of reunions, I think General Martok is leading the charge against the Bloodwine at Quark's. I'm sure he'd want to congratulate you on another glorious victory. May the prophets watch over you.
And you, Captain. All right. 2 quarks. All right. Which is right across the way. All right. A lot of people will talk to you. Let's talk to Grand Negus Rom.
We'll be here at DS9 until my ship is repaired. Fortunately, I have exclusive rights to the holosim of the battle. The sales of that alone will cover the cost of repairs, and then some. Some days, it's good to be the Grand Negus.
I can only imagine.
I don't like to think about how close to disaster we were, though. Fortunately, there were people like you out there to bring us all back from the brink. All those adventures. You've got quite a story to tell. That reminds me. Have you ever considered making a holo-biography? I think your life story would be quite popular and profitable. I'll make you a very generous offer for the rights and cut you in on a share of the profits, say 25%.
Interesting offer, but I must decline.
Suit yourself. The offer still stands if you change your mind.
Thank you, Grand Negus. All right. Lita.
Oh, I'm so glad to see this come to an end. But not as glad as everyone back on Ferenginar. It's a celebration of Rule 35 like no one's ever seen before. I mean, peace may be good for business, but things are really getting out of hand.
How so?
When word got out that the Gamma Quadrant was open for business, the new Latinum rush was on. Open borders and free trade policies? My husband was practically weeping with joy. Oh, poor Odo. He thought he had his hands full with Quark on DS9. Now, he's gonna have an entire quadrant full of Ferengi to deal with.
I'm sure he'll rise to the occasion, or the challenge. All right. Go ahead and talk to these guys over here. Captain Nog.
That was quite the battle. I knew my father and uncle were up to something, but I didn't think it involved leading the Klingon fleet to the fight. That said, we wouldn't have pulled this off without you. Glad you were here for this.
All right, likewise, what's next for you?
Starfleet's assigned the Chimera to peacekeeping duty in Herc space. We'll be working with the Joint Task Force to help the Herc get back on their feet again as well. There's a lot to be done, but we want to help them rejoin the galactic community.
That's quite the task.
It is, but my crew is up for the challenge. They're some of Starfleet's best. Take care of yourself out there. Don't be a stranger.
Same to you, Captain. All right, let's go to General Martok.
A hard-fought battle and a well-earned victory. And yet, we almost missed it. Our fleet would have never left the Empire if it weren't for the sword's return. Grilka tells me her former mate, Quark, had something to do with that. The sacred blade of Kalis returned to the Empire by a Ferengi. Madness!
Her current mate played a part of, as well.
Yes, it was Worf's idea to ignite the beacon of Kalis. A bold move, but it paid off. Only a coward could refuse such a call to arms.
Indeed.
The legend of Kalis is stronger than ever. It would not surprise me if the High Council moved to create a new clone of the Emperor. There is great power in legend, after all.
True. Until next time, General. All right. And then Nath Par.
I am forever indebted to you. Without your efforts, I would walk the path of exile for the rest of my days. Now, I will help make amends for all that has happened during Zencast's terrible crusade.
Make the most of this opportunity, Captain. All right. And finally, Quark.
Welcome back. Seeing as this is a private party and I'm in an unusually generous mood, you'll be getting the VIP discount on your drinks tonight.
You mean they're not on the house?
Did you take a hit to the head in that fight? I'm in a good mood. Not insane. Half off. Take it or leave it.
Fair enough. Cheers.
That's more like it. Don't take it personally. You could be Odo. His drinks, 50% markup.
I wouldn't let him hear that.
Can I get you something?
About the Sword of Kalis.
Not much to tell, really. Lex saw the error of his ways and gave it back. Then I had Grilka let Martok and Worf know we'd recovered their precious relic. A quick handoff later, and the Klingons were off to war. Rom and I tagged along, mainly to see the look on Odo's face when I rode in with the cavalry. That was priceless. If I die tomorrow, I'll go to the Exchequer with a smile on my face.
I'm sure, and you didn't make a profit on that job?
Who do you think you're talking to? Nog? Unlike the Federation, the Klingons know the value of Latinum. I'm thinking of spending my cut on a smaller moon to orbit the one I already have. I might even name it Odo.
You're living dangerously, Quark. Good luck.
Can I get you something?
I'm fine for now. All right.
Interesting. There's a message from Garrick on my monitor here. Text only. He wants you to meet him at his old tailor shop. Maybe he's had enough of politics and wants to get back in the fashion game. Probably more profitable in the long run, and easier on the nerves.
That seems unlikely.
I wouldn't keep him waiting if I were you. He looks for secrets when he gets bored, and trust me, he's not the person you want poking around in your business.
All right. Sounds like I should see what he wants. All right. To the tailor. Oh, we got Kamarki here. Talk to her first.
The conflict may be over, but there's still plenty of work to be done. The Lucari have offered to help the Herc restore their homeworld's ecosystem, and they've accepted. Dr. Bashir will be working with us on this. It's our goal to ensure that no Herc will go without nourishment again.
An honorable goal.
Some time ago, I hoped for a path to peaceful resolution to our troubles with the Herc. I'm happy to be part of such a solution, at last. Thank you for your efforts in getting us all to this point. To peace.
You're welcome. Safe travels, Captain. All right, Garrick.
Thank you for meeting me here. Strangely, I find it easy to center myself in this shop, even relax.
Memories of a simpler life?
Quite so. Cardassia is about to begin a new journey, as it were, and I'll be going along for the ride.
Sounds exciting.
Oh, it is. Cardassia has been offered membership in the Alliance, and we've accepted. Our seat at the table was hard-earned, but we're ready and grateful to join the ongoing efforts. Officer exchange programs have already begun. In fact, I suspect you'll be seeing more Cardassian faces in the future. I hope you show them the same courtesy as you've shown me in our shared adventures.
Of course. And where will you be during all this?
Oh, I'll be spending time on Earth, Kronos, and New Romulus. The life of an ambassador is never dull, after all. Someone needs to make sure the Alliance doesn't forget about Cardassia, and I suppose that someone is me. I'll be sure to follow your exploits, of course. They'll be far more entertaining than economic forecasts and state functions, to be sure.
Thanks, I think.
I believe our fearless leaders would like to have a word with you next.
I won't ask how you know that. Be seeing you. All right. Let's go ahead and talk to Admiral Quinn.
There have been some significant diplomatic events since your return from the Gamma Quadrant. First, the Dominion is joining the Alliance. Having them as allies will take some getting used to, but the opportunity was too great to ignore.
Agreed.
As a condition to joining the Alliance, we requested that the Founders take steps to free the Jem'Hadar from their addiction to Ketracel White. I'm happy to say that Ambassador Odo is inclined to comply with that request. It will make things interesting in the Gamma Quadrant, to be sure. Still, it's been a long time coming. The Jem'Hadar should be able to live their lives freely.
It's a risk, but one worth taking. All right, Chancellor Jumpuck.
The Havas Cool sector has been designated as independent from the Dominion, and a Herc neutral zone has been established around it. The Empire will join the Federation and the Republic in keeping the peace between the Dominion and the Herc. We have experience in enforcing a neutral zone, after all.
Indeed.
Martok's use of the beacon and the return of the blade has led to a renewed interest in Kahless throughout the Empire. Some say that Martok stands with honor next to great heroes like Tukuvma, Voke, Laurel, and Kang. As if getting along with a stubborn old Targ wasn't difficult enough, his ego will be larger than Mount Hamar at this rate. It is fortunate that Martok has little in the way of political aspirations. Otherwise, I may need to kill him. Again.
Both of you make the Empire stronger, Chancellor. All right, and Pro Counselor Datan.
I have initiated a dialogue between the Dominion and the Karema. In light of recent events, I feel it is imperative that their conflict is resolved peacefully. Whether that results in an independent Karema or not remains to be seen, but I shall endeavor to help them reach a result that is beneficial for both parties.
That's going to be a challenge, Pro Council. Okay, first, the Ambassador and Dr. Bashir would like a word with you in sickbay when you have a moment. Understood. All right. Talk to Bashir first here.
Things are finally settling down around here. Well, as much as it ever settles down, that is.
You're still in uniform, Doctor?
Well, there's a lot to be done with the Herc, and being part of Starfleet will help me make things happen in that regard. When I'm not here, I'll be working with the Lucari and the crew of the USS Aventine to help the Herc get back on their feet.
Havas cools a long way from home for you.
Indeed, but I happen to be married to the captain of the Aventine, so it won't be, too bad. The kids won't be joining us until Kumake and her team restore Havas Cool to a more habitable state, however. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon. But until then, be safe out there. Doctor's orders.
All right. And finally, Odo.
The Dominion is about to go through a number of changes, liberating the Jem'Hadar from the White, phasing out the Founders' benevolent dictatorship, establishing a safe haven for the Herc. Needless to say, I'm going to be very busy for quite some time.
Not all of those changes will be popular.
No. There are still a number of Founders within the Great Link who will be very resistant to change. I'd like to think they're outnumbered by those willing to take a more democratic approach, however. The last thing anyone needs is a Dominion civil war.
Agreed.
Also, not all of the Herc were cured. We'll be dealing with rogue swarms for some time. I hope we can call on you in the future if we run into that special kind of trouble you have a talent for dealing with. Oh, and speaking of trouble, you might keep an eye on Quark. That little act of heroism with the Sword of Kalis will make him bolder than ever.
I'll do what I can. Yeah.
First, our founder Odo has decreed that we will use our new knowledge to remove the Jem'Hadar dependency upon the Ketracel White. As soon as you leave, we will disseminate this information to your medical officers. You will still be able to benefit from the rush in battle, but you will no longer require Ketracel White for your survival. Glory to the Founders for their wisdom. You are free to depart from Deep Space Nine when you are ready.
All right. Depart system.
This meeting is classified. It has come to my attention that you have been engaged in secret correspondence with the Elder First, Dukan Rex. With the passing of the Elder First, a great void has been created within your ranks. I do abhor a vacuum, and I believe it is your calling to fill that void. Continue your exemplary service. Honor the sacrifice of Dukan Rex. Let this victory enrich your life with the blessings of the Founders.
Okay. And there we have it. Time to collect our final reward.
The future of the Dominion is uncertain for the first time in many years. Without the Founder and her unbreakable will at the center of it all, the Gamma Quadrant will undoubtedly go through a great deal of turmoil. I'll do what I can to maintain order and keep the peace, but it's going to be challenging, to say the least. For now, what matters to me is that you fought for the Dominion when we needed it the most. I won't forget that. And thanks to the Great Link, neither will the Founders. Thank you. I hope we meet again under much better circumstances.
All right. Regular rewards. We do have Heel Rock, which is an emote. I'll show that off here in a moment. These are the items I grabbed already. The space set, or space weapon set. But the final piece, oh, and there's these right here, which this is like a standard piece right here. Nothing special about it, and current lockbox. But what I want is this, the phased waveform beacon. This will actually help in battle because you can call in some Herc to help you out. So I'll go ahead and click that. Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'm gonna go to Deep Space Nine, and I'm gonna talk about the next video, and I'll show you that emote. All right, so I'm back here on Deep Space Nine. I want to go over what I'm going to be doing for my next video. I know this is the last episode in the story arc, which reminds me, I'm going to go ahead and grab the reward for that. Again, this is just like last time, a little bit of everything, plus choice of marks. I really don't have any plans for doing more with this character other than using it as kind of a, to help me out with my fleet. So I'm just grab some fleet marks. But yeah. Okay, here's the emote Heel Rock. I guess it's literal translation there. Heel rock, rocking back and forth. All right. But yeah, my next video will be kind of about, kind of like I'll be talking about this whole, experience playing a Gamma recruit character. I will go over the weapon set from that mission. Where is it? You got a torpedo, we got an omnidirectional morphic thing. It could be a beam or a turret and a console, as well as the phase waveform beacon, which is a device. So I'll go ahead and put that in here in replace of beacon of Kalis. But yeah, I'll go ahead and do that in my next video. Let me know what you think about this overall. Do you like playing as the Gamma recruit? I mean, obviously you can do this outside of the event. Actually, I think the event's over already. So yeah, if you create a Jem'Hadar now, it won't be a Gamma recruit, so you won't get all the bonus stuff from doing this. So but yeah, leave a like, comment, all that good stuff down below, and I will see you next time. Bye.